A discussion on saving money in terms of capital gains and taxes would not be complete without understanding land conservation easements. Now, what's a land conservation easement? Now, basically, this is an arrangement where you're making a donation and a donation of a piece of land that you're going to designate not being ever developed again. Think about a lot of these golf courses out there or Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago, right? Outside of the developed area, there's certain land designated as a land conservation easement. That land is essentially donated, and the ability to develop that land in the future gets taken away. When you get a donation, just like when you go to the Salvation Army to drop off a bag of old clothes, you get a receipt and you're able to use that to write off your taxes. Nothing different here, except you're sort of giving away a piece of land. People are familiar with kidney cars, same thing. But here's the twist on this. And there's been a lot of controversy over the last several years with this, especially the omnibus bill, if you go and look that up recently, that a lot of people were being very egregious in what they called the deduction. So, for example, they might have $100,000 that they invested in a syndication that donated a piece of land, and they got an appraisal, third party appraisal, whatever it's worth, that said it was worth 5 to 10 times as much and therefore got a 5 to 10 times amount of a deduction. So in essence, an investor who went into one of these syndicated land conservation easements put in $100,000 and got $500,000 of deductions. And at a 50% tax bracket, that might have been a $250,000 tax gain. So for a while there, investors would do this quite a bit. And this is an example how things change over the years, is that people were able to use this to write off a portion of ordinary income, not just passive, which is a big thing if you don't have a lot of real estate in your portfolio. And this is what we see for new investors who we like to try and help out and we bring into the community. When you're starting out, you have a lot of ordinary income. So you're desperate for these types of land conservation easement strategies or what we just discussed with oil and gas deals. Now, since then, the omnibus bill has somewhat put a stop to land conservation easement deals, and within the community, we're not very bullish on this tactic. That said, people still do it out there, and it's always hard to find good operators that dot their I's and cross their T's. There's also discussions on, well, what kind of land conservation easement? There's some fee simple types of land conservation easements out there that supposedly are immune to the omnibus negation of this tactic. Now, again, we're just sending the information out there. It's up to you to discuss with your CPA about whether you implement some of these strategies.